I'm a mess, or at least that's how I see myself in my own eyes. For those of you that know me, you might know that I actually struggle with not liking myself just a whole lot. I don't know if that's anything that any of you struggle with at times. I constantly feel like I'm not good enough. I have guilt from recurring sin in my life that weighs heavily on me always. I feel guilty serving in church capacities like this one. I feel guilty in taking the Lord's Supper because sometimes I feel like I'm just not worthy. I'm not worth it. How am I worthy to stand in this place where our elders stand, where our preachers stand, where so many others in this building have stood at this moment in this worship service and presented incredibly deep thoughts? How am I worth it? How am I worthy to be here? For me, it is a constant struggle to find self-worth. In 1 Corinthians 10:13, it says, "No temptation has overtaken you, but such is as common to man. And God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you are able, but with the temptation will provide a way of escape also, so that you will be able to endure it." We always talk about our faith in God, but do we often talk about his faith in us? All of the things that we fail at, all of the things that I fail at, God wouldn't allow me to go through those things unless he had faith and knew that I could overcome. Just think about this statement. God believes in you. God thinks that you are worth it even despite your struggles and failures. Let's take this a step further and look at Job, the first chapter. Look at Job, the first chapter, verses 7 through 12. I think this is so incredibly insightful. It gives us a behind-the-scenes look at what goes on during and prior to temptation. In Job 1, verse 7, it says, "The Lord said to Satan, 'From where do you come?' And then Satan answered the Lord and said, 'From roaming about the earth and walking around on it.' The Lord said to Satan, 'Have you considered my servant Job? For there is no one like him on the earth, a blameless and upright man, fearing God and turning away from evil.' And then Satan answered the Lord and said, 'Does Job fear God for nothing? Have you not made a hedge around him and his house and all that he has on every side? You have blessed the work of his hands, and his possessions have increased in the land. But put forth your hand now and touch all that he has. He will surely curse you to your face.' Then the Lord said to Satan, 'Behold, all that he has in your power is in your power, only do not put forth your hand on him.' So Satan departed from the presence of the Lord." From Job's story, we learn that Satan asks God permission to tempt you. God knows what you are capable of and knows that you can overcome. Him being allowed to do that is almost a compliment from God, saying, "Give them your worst, they can take it." The Bible is full of people in the Old and New Testament that made mistakes and failed. Even some of the greatest fathers of the church, Paul and Peter, made mistakes and failed. The early churches were rampant with sinful practice. None are immune, but Jesus died for all of them. Jesus found worth in all of them. He found worth in you And even as I struggle in my guilt, he found worth in me. God knows your weakness, and yet Christ still died for you. And he died on our behalf because he believed that we are worth it.